The pedestal is carved with a shallow six-sided indentation. Something fairly small and hexagonal may fit inside.
This up for oblivion.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods?
There's something to it, isn't there?
We are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for.
There's something to it, isn't
The
there?
sights, the sounds, the
There's
chaos.
something to it, isn't
Who
there?
did all this?
Strange.
Can I join you for a duet?
Finest blessing we can hope for.
Strange,
The sights,
strange
the sounds,
indeed.
the chaos. Who did all this?
Singer, scored!
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? We are our own judges. This ghostly
Death is its own deliverance.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Who'd give all this up for
There's
oblivion?
something to it. Go on then, Ev. Speak your piece.
There's
Who
something
wants
to
to
it,
be
isn't
judged
there?
by a panel of stony-faced gods? In rip. Oh, don't pity me. This is the best fate old Ebenezer could imagine. I'd vastly prefer an eternity.
Go on then, Ed. Speak your
There's
piece.
something
Who wants
to
to
it,
be
isn't
judged
there?
by a
What
panel-
blasphemy Ebenezer spouts? Only a
Own judges. This ghostly form is the
Lies
finest
repeating
blessing we
me.
can hope for.
R.I.P. in
The
peace.
sights, the sounds, in Rivelon, we
Go
are
on
our
then,
own
Ed.
judges.
Speak your piece.
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah. Hello again. Terribly sorry, sort.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
So she's got a lair on the beach, does she?
Perhaps that's where she stashed Jake's body.
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Bloody undead! Remember above all to stay behind the wall, we tell our children.
Burn has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Sorcerer.
I've spotted something interesting. What's this? A hidden treasure!
Sorry, pal, but not a soul's permitted to disturb the enlightened one. On guard.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
Feel the pain of my stain!
Stay back, my friend.
hurt.
You!
Baking like a cake.
I'm overheating here.
Intriguing, isn't it? A body washed ashore in the middle of a deserted beach.
Who was he? What happened to him? Was he friend or foe? Your mind is bubbling with questions. Well, you are quite in luck. Yes, quite in luck. For I have a unique grasp, get it, on this situation indeed. My friends, if I had more of them, would call me Pincer. A pity there aren't more pals around, for mine is an upbeat, energetic, and optimistic character. If you ever feel like conversing over sunset or sunrise, you can find me here on this very beach, my home. Nothing old Pince loves more than sharing stories, anecdotes, ideas, and opinions. What do I know? What don't I know? I saw it all from start to finish, so ask away. His name I do not know, but I can tell you he was a very experienced pearl diver. But a few pearls a day wasn't enough. He wanted to be rich, better than the other divers in Sicil. Oh, I'm so glad you asked, for this is where the story grows extra juicy. He was talking to those watcher statues on top of the cliff. We'll grant you a wish, they said. I want to swim like a fish, he said. Ta-da! You can now breathe underwater, they said. So down, down, down he dived. I guess the wish was a bust. I know that for sure. Yesterday I was enjoying the mid-afternoon sun when I heard a strange gurgling. I looked toward shore and there it was, the body of the pearl diver. Oh, not so much. They've been here longer than I have by far, and if I listen closely, I can hear them talking to people sometimes. I wish I could get them to talk to me. Leaving already? But I know plenty more, just ask. Come back! Oh, well, it was great meeting ya. Don't be a stranger, you're my best friend. Oh, you're such a great listener.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Can you imagine risking life and limb for mere riches?
Their solitary way.
No doubt. Any risk is worth the possibility of achieving one's dreams.
They hand in hand with wandering steps and slow, through Eden took their solitary way.
Excuse me, you're standing just exactly in my sun. Me? Oh, I'm long retired now. Enjoying the sunshine is far preferable to gutting rabbits over silly stones, after all. But they say a sorcerer's work is never done, but I seem to have finished mine quite in time to enjoy my golden years. Source murder. Cecile. Oh, I don't concern myself with such matters anymore. Channeling Source is more hassle than it's worth, and Cecile's a fish-reeking backwater I've no interest in visiting. Well, most certainly, though I haven't practiced in quite a few years. All the ferocity and fire of it just can't hold my interest the way a mellow afternoon on the beach can. You're giving me a strange sort of look, my friend. Is the heat getting to you?
Harmless? Are you mad? This villain's day in the sun is over. We will kill him here and now. To pardon this man would be treason, and you know what I do with traitors.
Very well. Have it your way.
As you wish, Source Hunter. I may be retired, but don't think for a moment I've lost a modicum of my skill. The beach will be so much less pleasant with your rotting corpse attracting every gull and maggot in Cecile.
I'll defend you till my death rattle.
From the air! Try this one! It seems the spell worked. If Evelyn's inside, she'll have plenty to answer for.
Picture it now. Afternoon, milady. Have you any councillors' corpses lying around, perchance?
My friend, we have done it! The secret lair of Evelyn is before us at last. I will follow where you lead, into this mystery, and out the other side of it too. Here? I've got to warn the others.
Into the fray once more!
Gate, we ain't got all bleeding day. Come on then, open the damn gate, we ain't got all bleeding day. Come on then, open the damn gate, we ain't got all bleeding day. Oi! Is you the one what locked this here gate? We need to speak to Evelyn.
Well, myself, I need a hand choosing drapes for me kitchen windows. Are you daft?
I need to inform her about the happenings in the Black Cove. But since my lady seems to have barred her gates to the likes of us, why don't you tell her this, small bones? We've run into a snag in the cove, but we're pushing through. The Starstone will be hers soon enough. Can't you recognise a fellow immaculate when you see one? Just 'cause I got twice your strength in my little toe, don't mean we ain't equal in the goddess's eyes. I reckon if you don't already know, that may be above your pay grade. Take it up with Evelyn, why don't you? Or, better yet, have a look for yourself. You seem like just the type those pirates would love to get their hands on. Is that right, small bones? Maybe you can give me a single good reason for I rip your arms out. bones, fair enough. Let the good lady know we look forward to meeting with her, will ya?
These fellows are so focused on their work, they seem to be impervious to any other distractions.
Even the hollering of orcs couldn't shake them out of their strange stupor.
Those there! In the name of the country.
I've got you! Now!
Anyone there?
Face!
source hunter.
some vim into your routine.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine camembert.
Let's see. How about sheep's cheese, tomatoes?
A good day to you.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Sorry, sir.
Ah, the source hunt. Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that sock was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. What is in her diary certainly seems to implicate she dabbles in sorcery. Well, you're supposed to be the source hunter, aren't you? Go hunt some source!
Attention! The other Sicilian stew, again!
Divines doubly bless you, friend.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean I spent months trying. I've always been more fond of cats myself. What? You found it? Oh, this is excellent news. Where is it then? Give it here.
Careful that it doesn't wind up in the wrong hands again, Mr. Mayor.
Wonderful! Oh, it's simply wonderful! Come, come. You must let me thank you somehow. I've got it. A free month's honorary membership to the Sicil Library.
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wiped those muddy boots on your way in. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain that band of... oh, I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, me.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, there now, she was stringing Ferrol along. Ha! A pampered brat, that Duke, just like she says. Barks worse than his bite, no doubt. He'll be gone from here the instant he can, but I'll still be here, steadfast and by milady. I am Septimus, seventh son in a house so fair and steadfast will. And what questions are those?
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on
What do you think you're doing?
I suppose so, milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps resting an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Handsome officer you are, kind Septimus.
troubled times.
As long as I'm around,
Thank the seven we've secured.
Right. Esmeralda has interesting taste in literature.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint. So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so, lady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark. My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero. Weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, lady. As long as I'm around, they'll tell on your
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those...
Ah, so that's what that did.
Esmeralda carries lots of cuts of meat. She carves them up herself, you know. An expert knifer, that one.
A bloodied dagger? Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Where's Hannah? I give milk. I...
Oh, what about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. So, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess you can scratch the top candidate off your list of cliched clues, then. Not exactly enough to arrest her for, is it? Surely you have exhausted all the evidence that was to be found, no? A good bloodhound knows when the trail has gone cold. So be a good dog now, won't you? You know it was taken, and you claim to know by whom. Evelyn. So go find the damn woman and don't bother me with your prattle until you've dealt with her.
Those in Paris at Bridge Trolls get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Those bolted in Paris at Bridge Trolls get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Those bolted in Paris at Bridge Trolls get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir. Hold it right there, young lady. I see the whispers were true. Tell me who authorized this little trick of yours? Counselor Jake, made undead. How dare you waste your time on petty tricks while Brachus Rex is still underground? Have you forgotten your task?
Leandra, I wasn't expecting you. The counselor, he's... If I had known his fate concerned you,
Silence! You will address me by my title, you ungrateful little girl.
As will I, oh conduit. Let me stress how lovely it is to see your face once more. Even in my present condition, I
Your function has been served, Counselor. I thank you for your efforts.
I live. I died only for your cause.
I do so despise dealing with one matter twice, Evelyn. I won't tolerate another such misstep. Pray that my ire will subside. Go on, pray. Curse your stupidity, Evelyn. Look over there. Your foolish games have brought source hunters into our very midst. I have no time for these distractions. Brachus Rex's resurrection is at hand. Deal with these insects and join me. Understand?
Of course, O Holy Conduit. I will deal with them swiftly.
See to it that you do.
You! Your stomping through my affairs has cost me dearly. More dearly than you'll ever know. What a pleasure it will be to see the source shred your every last sinew. You mean my bloodstone, I suppose? Ha! It was named like that for a reason, Source Hunter. I'll put it simply. We start with Starstone. A pretty gem, but hardly special. It contains a potential, though, known only to the enlightened few. If imbued with blood, Starstone contains the power to heal. A life given to the stone is a life one can give to another. To save a great life must be sacrificed. This is what the Conduit has taught us. She is our leader. Leandra is her name. The Conduit is her title. She aims to bring about... But no, you are not worthy of such knowledge. The bird does not explain to the worm why it devours it. That wretch is but a thrall, a tool. But the Conduit trusted him. I was determined to find out why, and resurrected him. His unwillingness to cooperate has proven something of an annoyance, but no matter. We're nearly through, aren't we, Jake? Just a little more pain? Yes, a sorcerer, disciple of blood, chaser of life everlasting. For a true sorcerer, death is but an inconvenience to rid oneself of, Hunter. Brachus Rex, centuries in his grave, will walk again, healthy as a newborn babe. That is our power, the power of sorcery. He was the greatest sorcerer ever to have lived. His power outmatches us all. The secrets he carries within him are phenomenal. He will aid us in our task, Hunter. All you have seen, all we are trying to do, this is but the beginning. Considering the imminent turn of the tide, Source Hunter, you should trust me when I say you're better off dead. Brachus Rex is rising, and soon Source will live again. More than one target. Adrenaline!
The Source Hunter. Dear dead heaven told me you had landed in Sicile, drawn to my source-filled corpse like flies to excrement. Here I am, a man no longer, a monster instead, unworthy of a conduit's grace. The very same Jake, counselor by day, sorcerer by night, martyr in death. Me? You contest it, huh? You presumptuous dog. I died serving the conduit. Leandra! Oh, blessed conduit. I'd have followed you till the end of time. And it wasn't to be. I was struck down in the prime of my sorcery. And by whom? Leandra's own sister. The pox upon her. most loyal. Me. Foolish grasper. She who thought herself the conduit's favorite couldn't stand that I had been privileged as a confidant. When she realized the conduit had been in the inn the night I was killed, she couldn't stand to think that I had been trusted where she had not. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into the conduit's confidence. But as you saw, Leandra had no interest in Evelyn's petty tricks. My murder, a tale of woe. The time, a misty midnight. The place, the King Crab Inn. The players, myself, Leandra, Ikara, and a stranger whose identity I have never established. The conduit was there to meet with this stranger, and had tasked me to stand ready to overpower him if necessary. I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of angry argument. Then I heard Leandra's command, and I entered the room. She swerved past me and, oh, I can still feel the rasp of her holy breath upon my ear, whispered, "Finish him." The man lay on the floor, struck down and ready for my knife, which I plunged deep into his heart. Yet, but not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore my life from my body, and I died in the glow of the source. A holy martyr, slain in the name of the conduit. Very little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine? What witch, perhaps, the black sheep of her family, too? She shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe that? She could have been the very conduit's right hand, but she shunned her. Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her veins, bleed her dry. Give her a function at last. Yes, yes. The king is dead, but not for long. Long live the king! The Blackest Rex has no equal, Hunter. His knowledge of the source is absolute, and through him so will the conduits be. The hour is nigh. You do not realize it yet, but his axe is falling towards your scrawny neck. And I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My worm-eaten blind is an insult to her perfection. To my grave, then, I will go. I suppose you'll not grudge me my portion of rest.
Bold as Brachus Rex was he, though only half as holy. The Source King. He is more than legend.
My blade's been waiting for this fight since it was forged, comrades. If these Immaculates aim to resurrect such an ancient evil, it'll be my honor to send him flying back to hell. If our murder victim's one of them crazy cultists, anyone could be.
Perhaps the Attenborough who kidnapped Jarrett is another head of the snake. But oh, I hope he has not suffered a fate like Jake's. Got my eyes on the prize.
Evelyn hate Jake? They're both the best of friends with the white-haired lady. What was her name? Condelia? Evelyn just loves ruining beautiful starstones with her sticky red sap.
Source Hunter. You have done it, haven't you? You've discovered the fate of Counselor Jake. By the gods, no one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him. Brachus Rex. It cannot be! Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting. This thing. It was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek his rise must be stopped, whatever the cost. I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice given half a chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry business adds insult to insufferable injury. There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven in Sicil's eastern hinterlands. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right. And even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra? It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits. Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult. That she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly her involvement can no longer be denied. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. An opponent to be feared. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates. Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer, perhaps? Or simply another victim of Leandra's ploys? The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken away by Evelyn for experimentation. There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates. And I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit. This village is called Silverglen. And if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there. She is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else. And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise Brachus. I beg of you.
Looks like bringing up Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
I wonder why this ancient spectre spooks him so. Ahu doesn't strike me as the type to scare very easily. And so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch, Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex. Agreed. If Brachus is half as dangerous as Jake and Evelyn claimed, we must prevent his ever seeing the light of day again.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens.
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows. Fresh haddock. Nothing more fire.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Red and orange, yellow. Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes. Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of.
Pay the big cheese on your broth with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more hose than a slice of this fine golden lamb.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Well, I suppose as much as any other Thaddeus, Rich, or Harold, a shameful spot upon the history of Rivellon, that brute. As loath as I am to admit it, Sicil was once quite a hub of the despot's supporters. Some even say his corpse was cast beneath the foundations of the abandoned church in the northeastern cliff. An old wives' tale, I say, but I suppose one never knows for sure. Oh, she's a dear girl indeed. She's got a little cabin in the Kula Forest, not so far to the north of here, in fact. And though she doesn't make it into Sicil often, it's a comfort to know she's keeping the watch near our border. I hope she hasn't got mixed up in all this ugly business with the counselor. And you killed that maniac?
Finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Oh,
What now? So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Luculla Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagrams? By Belagar's nevers! Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either, though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Cyseal is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out. Oh, if you must. What more is there to say? She clearly was in league with the sect that's been unsettling Cyseal, so now that she's dead, all the better. Hopefully, though, it has dawned on you that a sect implies multiple adherents. The search continues. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next. I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. Seriously, though, I doubt information given by the zombified remains of a councillor is to be trusted. But then again, you do take the advice of cat wizards, too. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children. So off you trot in chase of fairy tale fiends. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last sorcerer king, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Cyseal, a mad king from a mad city.
Those boots that embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Those boots that embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir. unending darkness.
Sink your toxic fangs deep. Seems these thugs are angling for a fight.
Yeah, in that case, I'd say we ought to oblige them. Summon fire!
Stay back, my friend.
Ooh.
One look at you, mighty paladin of the waves, and your destiny is clear. You were meant to swim the seas. Me? Well, I suppose it's possible that I told the tiniest fib to that eager little diver. But I swear, in your case, my word's as good as gold. Go on, try it out. Of course, of course. Do dolphins not frolic in the waves like rabbits through the field? Do crabs not waltz between the sea and shore at their leisure? And do you not possess the power to breathe the water of the sea as easily as you do the air? Assuredly you do. I, mighty statue of the cliffs, to grant you the power. Now go, your highness of the tides, and test your new ability. A tedious eons-long job. A task more fit for a dog. For our only purpose within these stony confines is to guard the entrance to the cave you see on that cliffside. We must prevent what lives within from escaping until due penance is done. But we long to move freely once more. But we are utterly trapped without our preferred elements to free us. Farewell, ruler of the deep. Don't forget to test out your new power. Swim deep, 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 and see how your lungs transform to gills. I swear it will work.
Bravest knight, a source hunter nay. Tell me verily, would thee likest to knowest what the future holdeth for thy? Lo, I am stucketh false like a barnacle upon the hull of time. But while mine body is confined in a stone prison, mine visions runneth free. Would thee liketh to see the end of thine adventure, mortal? Lo, I am stucketh false like a barnacle upon the hull of time. But are thee mightily shoreth? Knowing the truth might prove difficult for thine to handleth. The hero has spoken it.
Ah, Source Hunter. Have you come to lend your blood to our cause? How much simpler all this would be if only it were so. Still, I cannot blame you for struggling against me. What reason have you to trust me that your efforts are misplaced? But now, with Brachus Rex nearly risen, there's little more you can do to hinder me. Perhaps for the better. When we first met on the beaches of Sicil, I underestimated you. That blunder has cost me dearly. Still, after all, you need not know more than this. The end is coming. The end of sorrow. The end of pain. Those who oppose me oppose peace itself. And here I thought you'd seen it yourself. Tell me, what is the imp historian doing, if not begging you to divert the void? So, you're familiar after all. You know as well as I that the void is coming. In fact, if I'm very precise, it's already here. But you need not be afraid. The void is ourselves. We are destined to rejoin it. I have chosen a dark and dangerous path, but I vow that those sacrificed have not suffered in vain. My only wish for all of Revellon is the soft hush of silence. Brachus Rex was the forefather of our cause. The original Immaculate. His resurrection brings Rivellon one step closer to the ultimate solution. Dissolution. Wouldn't you like to meet him? The sorcerer your order was formed to destroy. I'm certain he'd love nothing more than to meet you. Follow me. Find out.
These are but flies to the screen!
Bravest knight, a source low, I am stuck it false like a barnacle upon the hull of time. But while my body is confined, lo, I am stuck it false like a barnacle. Perhaps a wise...
You, noble creature, you look like you could take to the sky at any moment. Listen closely, for I can grant you the ability to soar like a falcon. Oh, I say so many things. Who can keep track of what fool acts on what? That man clearly didn't ask me to super-duper swear. But for you, my promise is the super-duperest. As sure as the sea is green. But hold still. I must first weave my magic spell. Bippity, boppity, boo! There! The charm is complete. Go on, test your new powers. For your first flight, a steep ledge works as your best jumping off point. Goodbye, oh Lord of Wind. Don't forget, you'll fly highest and truest if you start with a running leap. The higher the cliff, the better.
You burn with the desire to free your spirit, as I burn with the longing to flee this encasement. Ah, curse! We four powerful beings all have been trapped here to seal the entrance of yonder cave. Until all of us are freed by our favored element, the cave remains impenetrable, and what lies within remains trapped, same as we. But talking is hardly the end of it. I also grant great fortune to those bold enough to address me. For you, I foresee great fame and renown. But first, you must prove your worthiness, your spiritual valor, by freeing yourself of all your worldly possessions. Burn them to ash, and watch your spirit soar. Ta-da, traveler. And don't forget, to find the true rewards of life, you must absolutely burn everything you own. Does this look like a face that would lie to you? The salty air on my tongue, the sun on my back. What better way to celebrate life than with a fight?
look at you, mighty paladin of the waves, and your destiny is clear. Farewell. At last, fresh air upon my scales. Now to test out these long, petrified limbs.
Lucky find!
Bravest knight, a source hunter, nay. Tell me verily, would thee likest to knowest what the future holdeth for thy? Lo, I am stuck it false like a barnacle upon the howl of time. But while mine body is confined in a stone prison, mine visions, lo, I am stuck it false like a barnacle upon the howl of time. But while mine body is confined in a stone prison, mine visions runneth free. Would thee liketh to see the end, perhaps a wise move?
poison-breathing dragon!
My minds are broken. My power is unleashed.
Summon God!
Sigurd's beard was a find! The altar won't budge!
There simply has to be some kind of mechanism that operates it.
A hidden switch. Perhaps it has something to do with opening that hatch. A switch much like the first. Could there be more? Three down, but how many to go? What was that? I heard the sound of scraping in the main hall.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
No glory in this death! The cave's unlocked, the demon's done. Let's go inside and have some fun.
I hope we haven't freed a terror. That would be an awful error.
Stitch in time, eh, my friend?
What a joy it is to be a Belagorette, the most favored of...
I hate crabs. They'd eat every shell on the beach if they could get their weird little mouths on them.
My love, my own, my Belagar, embrace me,
Give me a
dear.
hat, a robe, and some boots. Be praised, all divines, for a bright light now shines in this dread, dreary cave that was marked as my grave.
Wow. Hello there. And who, pray tell, might you be? Oh, let's just say I keep the place in check. Tidy it up. I'm no one important, really. I've learned to appreciate anonymity. And forgive me if I prefer to distance myself from any possible mishaps you adventurers can cause. Quite unpleasant to get involved. Authorities knocking on your door in the middle of the night and so on. Forgive me if I generalise, but some of your lot are as crazy as they come. I once thought you a quaint sort, but over the years I've come to realise that about 1 in 10 is downright dangerous. Lock up behind bars, paint the key blue and toss it into the sea material. Now I can't help but wonder, are you cut from the same batty cloth? Why've you come here after all? What's the point of it all?
The mysterious stranger gives you a long look and, after what feels like a vast eternity, nods.
Okay. Wow. Hello there. Oh, let's just say I'm no one important, really. I've learned, forgive me if I generalise, but now I can't help but wonder, are you cut from the same batty cloth? Why've you come here after all? What's the point of it all?
The mysterious stranger gives you a long look and, after what feels like a vast eternity, nods.
Okay.
strange magic here.
So many folks in dark robes passing through here. I've always wondered if those fancy yellow necklaces they're always flashing are made of cheese.
The pedestal is carved with a shallow six-sided indentation. Something fairly small and hexagonal may fit inside.